Now on 4 News Now, a local gun store broken into not once but twice in 24 hours. How they got in and why another gun shop owner fears his store is next.
Whether you're driving to the Apple Cup or home from Thanksgiving break, I am tracking wind and heavy snow that could lead to difficult driving conditions in the passes. I'll help you plan your trip in the First Alert forecast.
And 2 lifelong friends and teammates from Spokane are preparing to play in one of the biggest rivalry matches in the Inland Northwest. Hear why they say their relationship goes beyond football. You're watching a special edition of 4 News Now. 2 local gun stores in Spokane have a big mess on their hands after a stolen car was used to drive through and steal from them. Thanks for joining us after the game. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Spokane police are investigating both of these burglaries. Suspects broke into Precision Combat Arms on East Trent early on Thanksgiving using a car. And then this morning, the store was hit in a similar way. Just minutes later, someone broke into another gun shop, Protection First, on Green Street using a car. Our Bronte Sorotsky spoke with another local gun store owner who worries they could be next.
Well, 2 local gun stores are now working to pick up the pieces after being broken into. The suspects used stolen cars to break into the buildings and steal multiple guns. The owner of Protection First says they lost anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 in merchandise, but says their cash register was left alone. For Black Friday, instead of a parking lot full of customers, their parking lot was full of broken glass. Their main wall boarded up with no trespassing signs plastered onto it. In their garbage bins, full of debris and damage from the break-in. Less than a mile away from Protection First is Sharp Shooting, another gun shop, although they were unharmed.
Both locations that are relatively close to us. One only a couple of hundred yards away and the other one maybe a mile down the road is all.
Owner Jeremy Ball says while he's thankful neither of his shops were robbed, he does fear he could be next.
Biggest concern is obviously from a business standpoint of protecting us as an organization, and hopefully that we're not targeted for something like this.
Ball says legally obtaining a gun can be a lengthy process. Having them stolen worries him.
If they acquired them through some other illegal act, then yeah, absolutely, that's a concern.
SPD is currently investigating these robberies. Now, the Spokane Police Department hasn't released any other information about these burglaries, but they are urging anyone with more information to contact them, and we'll have that information up on our website, KXLY.com. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Well, our team of weather experts will be declaring this Sunday a weather alert day because of strong wind and snow making its way to our area. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker in our First Alert Weather Center to see how much we're going to get.
Well, Kirsten, it is the mountain passes that are going to get hit, and it's such a busy travel day with Apple Cup and kids going back to college. Heavy snow and gusty winds on all area mountain passes going east and west Saturday night and into Sunday, although Snoqualmie and Stevens White Pass 2 getting hit especially hard, looking at over a foot of snow plus wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. So blowing snow is also going to be an issue through the Cascade passes. Our travel concern right now is some snow and icy roads presently in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. You can see a very distinct back edge to this precipitation that will be pushing through later this evening, but left behind will be some tricky travel if you're getting an early start tomorrow or heading out tonight. Most locations reporting some light snow right now. There have been some pockets of freezing rain or just rain. Meanwhile, let's take a look at your Saturday planner. It's going to be a dry day with a high of 34 degrees. A slight chance of some light snow tomorrow evening in Spokane. However, it will not make its way down to the Apple Cup. Staying dry there. We will have a better chance of wet weather coming in early Sunday morning. I will let you know what to expect in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Chris, thank you. The Christmas spirit is off to a bright start in the Inland Northwest. The 30th annual parade and tree lighting ceremony finished up just a few hours ago in Coeur d'Alene, and our Esther Bauer shows us how families are sharing the tradition with new generations.
The rainy weather didn't turn people away. You can see large crowds still came out here to downtown Coeur d'Alene to kick off the Christmas spirit together.
It's not raining on my parade.
A parade of Christmas characters took over downtown Coeur d'Alene with people of all ages bundled up, umbrellas in hand, to kick off Christmas with a tradition that is special for all ages.
I think it's great. This is a great thing that our small town Coeur d'Alene has done for a long time, and they keep with their tradition. Seems like even us locals or people that are new here still come down here, rain, snow, whatever, we're here. So it's always a great spirit to kick off the holiday season.
Lacey Garcia brought her 2.5-year-old daughter for the first time to see the parade. As a mom, she says seeing her daughter's face light up makes her life bright.
She's here. She's braving it, huh, baby?
As fireworks fill the sky and people come together to celebrate the season and create new memories they won't forget. Coming up later tonight on Nightside, see the big reveal with millions of lights now burning bright for the holiday in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Esther Bauer, 4 News Now.
Thanks, Esther. Coming up next in sports, the story of 2 Washington State football players whose bond goes beyond the football field. Stay with us.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
We were scrambling to figure out what are we going to do. Got phone call from Numerica. We've got funding that we're sending your way.
Thank you so much for all your support. It actually means something greatly to us.
The Black Friday sale is on now at Shred with some of the best buys of the year on all skis and snowboards with big-time savings on jackets, pants, gloves, and goggles. So you're ready to hit the slopes.
Let's have a blast.
Monday on Good Morning Northwest, student loan forgiveness. Now that the president's plan has been blocked in the courts, there's been a lot of confusion. We'll explain where things stand now and how borrowers can prepare for whatever's next. That's Monday on Good Morning Northwest.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, you'll find solutions in sizes from chairs to love seats to sofas to sectionals. So you'll have a well-designed family room no matter what size your family is. Don't miss the Black Friday sale at Lazy Boy. For a limited time, you can save 30% on everything in the store. Plus, you'll get 0% interest until January 2027. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
You didn't choose cat allergies. You didn't choose your hairline, hot flashes, the flu, or that thing when your knee just gives out for no reason. You didn't choose your bad back, or this, or that. You didn't choose depression, melanoma, or lactose intolerance. But with Kaiser Permanente, you can choose your doctor who works with other best-in-class specialists to care for all that is you.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan Avantage.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Get 2.69% APR for 36 months.
We are less than 24 hours away from the Apple Cup between Washington State and Washington. The Cougars are looking to win a second straight Apple Cup for the first time since 2007 and 2008. The game could be riding on the shoulders of 2 Washington State players, and our sports director Julian Minnesota is live in studio with the latest on their special bond.
Yeah, Kirsten, we all have that friend, right, that picks up our call no matter the time of day. That's Washington State's Armani Marsh and Sam Lockett. They have been best friends forever, and they are always one call or play away.
We've known each other since way back.
Interests, outside of sports?
Honestly, play the video game a little bit, yeah.
What's his favorite video game?
Madden.
Who beats who? Who smokes who on that?
He beats me. He's the Madden guy. I'm more of a Call of Duty guy.
Armani Marsh and Sam Lockett have always been attached at the hip.
Probably 13 years old, I'd say 12 years old.
Playing however many games.
6, 7.
6, 7.
A whole lot.
Back-to-back games.
From state champions at Gonzaga Prep.
We both played cornerback. He was on one side, I was on the other side, and you know, the best cornerback duo in the state.
And now at Washington State.
It's something that, you know, we've dreamed about as kids, and so just getting the opportunity to, you know, live out our dream and being able to play with each other not only in high school, but at the college level.
Sam wasn't always on Washington State's radar. After high school, Sam bounced around at a few smaller colleges.
That was Sam Lockett on the coverage.
For Armani, it just didn't feel right without his friend on the field.
Told the coaches, hey, this guy can play, like, just check out their film.
Best friends somehow always seem to find their way back to each other.
Off to the races.
He was the main man. He drove me here for sure.
Sam Lockett.
At the end of the day, Sammy's the one that, you know, has been putting in the work, you know, for years, and he really earned his spot and earned this opportunity.
For two kids from Spokane, playing in the Apple Cup together is a dream come true.
Way back then, I don't think we could have guessed something like this would be happening.
What is that bond like after here?
Football brought us together, but it's way past football at this point. We've built a connection through just life, and, you know, blood can make us any closer.
Armani and Sam combined for 3 interceptions in Washington State's win over Arizona last week. They will be key in the matchup against Washington on Saturday. Kickoff is at 7:30 from Martin Stadium in Pullman. Now over to hoops. Washington State men's basketball taking on Detroit Mercy at home. Washington State went nuts from three-point range. Jay Mullins continues his hot shooting. 6 for 8 from 3 from Mullins. Clock winding down at the end of the first half. Washington State, they get their own miss right here. Jacob Powell scores at the buzzer. Wazoo led by 23 at halftime. Second half, more Cougars. TJ Bamba, you better get your hand up, Detroit Mercy. He's going to knock it down. Cougars win big. 96-54 is the final. Wazoo sets a program record with 19 three-pointers. And Washington State will hit the road to take on Oregon next Thursday. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. The eyes of the world are on the Middle Eastern country of Qatar for the next 3 weeks as soccer teams battle for the World Cup championship. Qatar is the first Arab and Muslim majority country to host the World Cup. And while soccer fever is sweeping the globe, the host country built 8 stadiums to host the World Cup. There's another sport at the heart of many people in Qatar, one that dates back hundreds of years and is now connected a ranch near Reardon, Washington. Our Peter Choi introduces us to the sport of falconry and where the royal family of Qatar buys their birds.
A few years ago, members of a Qatari royal family came to Earthscar's ranch near Reardon to find a falcon like this guy. Local breeders say, just like cat and dog, they're life partners.
You know, they take ducks and geese and ptarmigan, things like that in the wild.
For centuries, falcons are used to hunt and provide food in many Arabian regions.
Have had falcons in their life for many, many years. To them, if you think of the Americans with dogs and cats, it's the Arab world with falcons. Everybody has them.
Danny and Georgine Earthscar have more than 150 birds at their ranch, and they raise them from hatchling to hunter.
Our birds also work with our dogs, so it's kind of it's a team. You have good hunting dogs that will point, you know, upland game and stuff, and the falcon understands that, and it will go wait on above the dog, knowing that something's going to come out in front of the dog.
And just like anybody, if they're uncomfortable with a situation like the interview,
he's ready to go. He's ready to roll.
They will say something. As Qatar has been the focal point for falconry for centuries before hosting the World Cup, Earthscar says one of their longtime clients are the Lure family from Qatar.
He really liked the birds that he got from us, and he buys birds every year from us now.
And training the falcons is not easy. It takes time and dedication.
You could be hunting with them literally in a couple months. Our program's a little different. We do a lot of conditioning and training, so you know, we take several months.
For this couple, though, raising falcons is more than just a business.
That's how we met, was over a bird that was kept for breeding. She was very busy. I heard about it. I called her, and we came to an agreement, and I came to pick it up and met her, and the rest is history.
It's been a good business, too. These falcons sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars each. Near Reardon, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Oh, I was going to get one till I heard that last part. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, but beautiful birds. Icy spots tonight, dry on Saturday. Sunday, we have a weather alert for heavy snow over the passes, light snow in the valleys. It is going to be a windy day, wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour, and then it gets cold.
And more on that weather alert day tonight on Nightside. Chris, you'll be telling us all about travel.
Yes, I will. Don't do it on Sunday.
It's the day to avoid. Thanks for joining us.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.